Hello, back with another reading. We rolled Sagittarius and 3. Um, it's a very complex reading. Um, so you, somebody could have an expectation. Someone could be dealing with feelings of despair, and someone can be feeling imprisoned. Or conversely, someone is expecting that they're going to go into prison and they're in despair. That's a message for somebody out there. Or it could be somebody that you is in your energy and you don't know. But so let me get this out of the way. Okay, so in the past there was some sort of partnership. um Um, and we have Labyrinth of Choices. Chart your course through a perplexing labyrinth of choices, embracing each turn as a part of your complex journey. Okay, so you've come into some sort of partnership, and y'all seem to be going forward together with the Page of Wands. And we have Ocean of Possibilities. Navigate through the boundless oceans of possibilities where horizons whisper untold opportunities and plentiful paths. Um, and um, so, yeah, apparently I'll be moving onto calmer waters together. Um, and we have wise counsel. Seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along. I think that's what you are for each other. Okay, now here comes the tough part. So the Ten of Swords has been coming out. So someone went through some sort of painful ending. We have honest echoes clarifying the Ten of Swords. So listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth. So I'm getting that Spirit sanctioned this ending. It was in your way. How do I know that? Because it wasn't in your control. It wasn't in your control. So we have Death here clarifying the Ten of Swords, and I wanted to read the Freedom card because the details. Okay, so here we have the Freedom card represents a breathtaking image that of an ascended master figure basking in the panoramic vista before them, exuding an air of profound peace, transcendence, and liberation. The symbolic scene speaks of the ultimate realization of a spiritual freedom that blossoms when we have consistently walked our soul's journey towards enlightened being. Like this master, we're invited to rise above the confines of ego, fear, and attachment, to revel in the unbounded expansiveness of our divine nature. So, what I'm getting from that equals 23 institution. So, what I'm getting from that is you are involved with some sort of institution or whatever the Hierophant means to you, institution, whether it be learning or, hospital, whatever, anything, university, anything, that was not serving you anymore. There was a truth that you were ignoring, and your soul knew it. you were kind of letting your ego and your fear drive. So it was removed. Why? Because you don't need it. Because you have the will and power to create your own um, way of life that resonates with your soul. And clarifying the magician, we have penance. Now, that one's really good. Let me just tell you real quick. Um, the penance card represents a solemn milk and deep solitary prayer, representing the act of atonement and sacrifice for past transgression or missteps. Let me stop right there. So, you have been shown grace. You have been shown truth. And now you must take responsibility for that and live in that and maybe sacrifice what your ego desires in order to walk a higher path. Like Spirit is asking you, and there's no easy way to say this, but if you don't do it, you're not going to be um having a good time. Like you're going to have to transition, you're going to have to transform in order to do this, but you can, and it's best that you do. The symbolic scene speaks of the human need for redemption, purification, and courage to confront our shadows with humility and contrition. Um, so yeah, again, the last thing the ego wants to do is surrender. Um, Maybe we don't think we need purification. Maybe we don't think that we need redemption. Um, I'm not saying that you did anything wrong recently. It's just you're being called to this. Like, um, some people would die to be in your shoes. Um, some people even take on the identity of a martyr, and that's not exactly what's being asked of you. But what is being asked of you is to realize you've been given grace in the past, and like now that you can see the truth, now you have a higher responsibility. So in the challenge, this is the hardest part right here, okay? um Kind of seems contradictory, but the Four of Swords reversed to me is telling me that instead of taking a step back, you're taking forceful action in the wrong direction. Because you're not centered, clarifying the Four of Swords in reverse, we have the Chariot in reverse. So you're not going anywhere. Your emotions and your intellect are not balanced. And with that, we have responsibility. You've been crowned, and you need to act like a benevolent ruler, which is not easy. And to top it all off, we've got the Hermit in reverse. So you're isolating yourself, and you need to come out of that. And clarifying the Hermit in reverse, we have Awakening in reverse. So you're refusing to see something. So the symbolic scene speaks of the pivotal stage where, having endured the soul's epic journey and radiant integrated our truth, we now arise as custodians and sovereigns, channeling our realized wisdom and force of being towards the greatest good. So what I get from that is basically you're being asked to step forward as a leader, come out of hermit mode,